name is Ashley, and I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I turn 26 this year in a couple months. Last year, I decided to move to Taiwan for a short term. I knew it wouldn't be for super long. I knew it was only going to be for a few months. I'm still in Taiwan right now. It's February 23rd, and I'm working on my portfolio. Yeah, so I guess for some background and some context for people that don't know me, hello. Not sure how you found me. Not sure how the algorithmed for you to be here if you're finding me on your own. But yeah, I'm a graphic designer and I also work in social media for a podcast. I graduated in 2020. After that, I got my first corporate job in January of 2021, which was already just such a struggle getting that job alone. To be honest, I hated it. It's no surprise. I've been very vocal about the fact that I hated my job, but I loved my coworkers. They were truly just the best part of work and the only good part of work. So I quit my job, my corporate job, in July of 2023 last year and decided to move to Taiwan. I had originally planned to move to Taiwan in June of 2023, and I wanted to do like June to June so that it's like a full year, you know, in the motherland, so I can get the most out of it. But life just kept happening, so my time in Taiwan has just kind of been squished from the edges. So if this is June 2023, this is June 2024, we just keep inching our way up, and my time here just keeps getting smaller. I got a job with one of my favorite musicians to be part of her world tour and help with content creating. That was September to October. So I did tour. In mid-October, I moved to Taiwan, and I've been here ever since. End of November to beginning of February, end of January basically, I took language classes at a university here called NTU, National Taiwan University, which is, they're quite well known. They're like one of the best universities in Taiwan, but disclaimer that anyone can get in, okay? I feel like whenever I mention that, like to the locals here, they're like, where are you studying? And I'm like, oh, NTU. They're like, Taiga, what? How聪明? No. Anyone can apply, and they accept everyone. You can even get a scholarship for it. I think it's called the Huayu Scholarship. I didn't apply for that because I didn't know it was a thing. I just kind of went in head empty to this Taiwan experience, and it's so challenging. It's so rigorous. I wanted to die. I wanted to quit after like the first week because I was so stressed out and overwhelmed. But stuck through with it, thankfully. Got through 10 weeks of that. I grew to really appreciate and admire my parents' journey and also immigrating to the US and learning a whole new language. Learning to read and write Mandarin was very challenging because 我是听得懂也能说有一点口音我的发音也还好我知道的字也不多 vocab is not strong but I can understand and I can speak. Just can't read and write, but I learned a lot. I'm heading back to California in a couple months, so I have been working on my portfolio, applying for jobs. As a 2020 pandemic graduate though, having to apply for jobs now when everyone's like, oh, the job market isn't that great, it's like, this is really all I've ever known. Okay, the job market has never been good. It was not good in 2020. It's only progressively gotten worse. There are mass layoffs happening still, and it is very stressful as someone who is in the creative field, because if you don't even want to keep your software engineers, why would you hire a marketing designer? So it's tough, but you know, staying vigilant. What's mine will find me eventually. I'm expecting to put out at least 150 job applications and hear back from maybe 5, and hopefully get at least 1 interview in 150. Not because I don't think I'm good or like worth it or anything, but more so the job market as a whole has not been looking great. So just setting my expectations before I get in too deep. So with the job hunt, I've been working on my portfolio, like I mentioned. I'm using a new program that I hadn't used previously. I was on Squarespace like every other designer was on Squarespace, and it was just too limiting. I felt like it was just so dry and boring. So I've been using a new program called RØDE. Shout out to my friends Hannah and Jocelyn who introduced it to me. It's been great. I feel like it's really great for designers because it's just like using Illustrator or like InDesign, and you just have an artboard and you just put everything on, and you can even do like animations, and there's just a lot of flexibility with it, which I appreciate. But sometimes I feel like I'm not big brained enough to use this. Like I can't think that fancy. So it's been a good test of my design skills. I've been feeling pretty rusty, especially since I've been in school again the past few months. I haven't designed that much, so this has been a good dip back into the design world. I just wanted to document my personal journey of looking for a job and settling back to life in California, and this transition as I prepare to leave Taiwan in a few months. I think coming to Taiwan was a very pivotal experience for me, but somehow I think going back home will be equally, if not more, challenging for me. I didn't really have a lot of hesitations moving to Taiwan. Language, I didn't feel too intimidated by, thankfully. Moving back home actually feels scarier to me because when I think about my future, it's like a black hole. It's just nothingness. I just see complete darkness. From the moment I land back in LAX, like I just see darkness, like nothing planned for me. Friends have asked me, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to go into content creating? Do you want to work in corporate? Do you want to do freelance? Do you want to pick up contract jobs? Let's keep one thing clear. I do not dream of labor anymore. I just don't have any desire to work a soul-sucking corporate job. But you know what also sounds nice? Stability. You know what sounds nice? Insurance. Turning 26 soon. You know what also sounds nice? Having an income. My income right now is low, very low, so little. I don't even think I could pay rent in Los Angeles with my income currently. In terms of what I want to do for work, if I were to be a corporate girly again, personally, I'm looking for something in the space of digital marketing or paid social media marketing, paid social. I do like social media. No, I don't like social media. I have a very love-hate with it. I feel like I will end up doing a video on that at some point, since all I know how to do is talk. But I do really, really love designing. I'm fortunate, but also it is a little bit of a curse, blessing and a curse, kind of vibe, that my interest intersects well with my skill set, especially in a corporate environment. So I really like designing. I really like creating. Like, I consider myself to be a pretty decent designer. I think I'm at least average, if not above average. Where I went to college, within my major, I would respectfully say that I'm above average. If you were in my program and you're watching this, I'm so sorry. For my next job, it would be a dream to work at a company whose products I use. Dream industries, I guess, for me: beauty, cosmetics, or fashion, tech. Okay, let's be real. Okay, tech makes money. I need money. When I was applying for jobs in 2020, peak pandemic, I felt like I didn't really have the luxury to be picky. For me, I accepted the first job offer that I got because I needed an income. I needed to pay my student loans off as quickly as possible since Biden still had them on pause, like the interest accrual on pause at the time. So I was literally crying when I sent in my signed acceptance letter, because I was like, I just know that in my soul that this job is not it for me, and I know that I'm gonna end up not liking it. And I tried my hardest to change my perspective on that. I tried my hardest to reframe it, and see the good in it, and all of that woo stuff, and none of it worked. Okay, the job was truly horrible. So basically, I'm seeking a livable wage, a job that I don't hate. I don't want them to have horrible ethics, Well, the bar is low. That's really all I'm looking for. Yet these 3 parameters seem so hard to reach in corporate America. After being in Taiwan for 6 months and just thinking about, I guess, reintegrating back into society back at home in California, it is nice to know that I have options. I'm very lucky to have options, to have that luxury, and I really hope that I'm able to make the most of it and find a job that I actually will enjoy. See, this is why I think I could be a podcaster. Just another Asian American zillennial out here who thinks that they can be a podcaster simply because she enjoys talking non-stop. So we'll see. We'll see if my yapping gets me anywhere. Oh my god, I feel like I should film an outro. So thank you so much for watching this random life update and ramble that absolutely nobody asked for. That is my specialty. Giving content that nobody asked for. Adding more noise to the digital landscape. And I hope that I can continue to document my journey of leaving the motherland, moving back home to California, reintegrating into life there, and the job market, conquering the job market. So we'll see where that all takes me, and I guess I'll just see you on the next video. I guess I'll see you in the next one. That sounds so cringe. Maybe I'm not cut out for this.